What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another follow-up video. Hopefully you guys are having a good Friday, but today I'm bringing you our first episode of our new series on this channel, which is Best Mods from the Week, which is basically just a top 5 countdown, sometimes top 5, sometimes top 6, just depends how many I pick, but it's going to be a just countdown of the best mods that have been released so far in the week. And I know this first episode is going to have some older mods in it. I'm just trying to get a base to actually start from, and this is going to be basically just for PC and Xbox users. I am sorry for the PS4 users, but most mods will not be for PS4. Sometimes there will, but sometimes there also won't, you know. So I kind of want to have a mod showcase kind of dedicated to Xbox and PC users, since I already have one dedicated to basically PS4 users. So if you guys do go on to enjoy the video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Alright, so these type of videos are going to essentially have the similar format to the top 5 mods series, where I'm going to go down the list of mods that I'm talking about in the video and kind of giving a brief summary of what they do. But with that being said, the first mod we have is the Call of the Commonwealth mod by Arcade Phoenix, and this is just a simple, lightweight, and compatible mod that is going to be basically aiming to make your game more difficult but more rewarding overall as well, without changing too much about the base game. So here are some of the main changes that the mod creator listed, and those are: loot is far rarer now, and this covers ammo, chems, explosives, food, junk, and various other items. And combat is now deadlier. You deal more damage but also take more. The damage increase is similar to survival mode, but the player does not have more damage to account for in the increased rarity of ammo. The maximum carry weight has been reduced, and radiation is now far more deadlier. Now the player will also gain slightly less health per level as you are leveling up in the game, and reloading speed is slightly slower. Followers no longer consume ammo or take power armor damage. He also balanced the weight of some food items, and food effects now work regardless of whether you are hungry or not in survival. He changed the survival loading screens to use different models rather than just the wrecked car. He fixed a vanilla issue which would cause damage noises if you were overcumbered whilst working on your power armor in survival. And this is an optional one, but wild crops such as Corum, Mufute, and Razor Grain can be used to plant and cultivated crops but require fertilizer. So whenever you load into the game, it is going to come with a holotape, which is added to your inventory when you start the game up. And if you want to uninstall this mod, use the uninstall option provided on the holotape, so all of the loot around your world is not all messed up. But Call of the Commonwealth can be installed on an existing save, but bear in mind that the loot has already been generated and will not be affected by the new increased rarity around your world, so whatever has already been loaded in your game isn't going to be affected. This mod does require 2 DLCs, which is Far Harbor and Nuka World, which is, you know, kind of sucks, but is going to be pretty much compatible with every mod you're going to be using. Granted, you don't use mods that are going to be affecting what this mod affects. Alright, so the next mod we're looking at is the Last Light in the Commonwealth mod by Calico1234, and this is going to be a mod inspired by the Metro series if you guys haven't played it. But what is it going to be doing is it's going to be adding in a ton of Metro uniforms and other things from the game into Fallout 4, which I think is pretty cool. And these all can be crafted at a chemistry workbench, and he says there's some future additions he plans on adding, such as the Metro system, weapons, and a companion and quests, which should be pretty cool. As you can see, I'm sort of crafting some of the fatigues and armor pieces that go along with this mod, and actually, the Metro series weapons and armor and stuff like that fits really well with the Fallout 4 theme, so it goes really good with your game, and it looks really, really nice. So right now I'm equipping the Hansa pack for the armor, and it actually looks really, really cool. This is one of the few actual uniforms that he adds into the game, and I think it looks really, really good. It really fits with the Fallout 4 theme. It's more of a rugged and, you know, like militia type fighter uniform. Here is the hazard suit with all the armor and things on it, which looks, I don't know, it looks kind of cool. And finally, if you're going for the more heavy Juggernaut type look, you can always use the heavy armor set, and I think this looks really good and it offers great defense against enemies. Also, if you're not a huge fan of the face mask, you can always remove that too, or other parts of the armor suit that you're not really that fond of, but I think the whole thing looks really good. And this mod is just a work in progress at the moment and will take some time to be fully complete, so he just has to be patient. But the mod creator also says that they're getting more developers every single day, so the progression should speed up after a little bit. But finally, this mod does not require any DLC or anything like that, so that's a plus. It's a pretty cool little mod just to add in your game if you're wanting some new outfits and armors for your character. But overall, it's going to be pretty much compatible with every other mod you're going to be using, and it's just a fun mod that you have in your game. So if you enjoy it, you know, go ahead and give it a download. I definitely recommend it. Alright guys, so the next mod is actually pretty cool, and this is the SKK Fast Start new game mod for the PC, and this is by SKK 50, and this is going to be essentially doing a kind of fast forward of the starting portion on your game. I know the First scenes of Fallout 4 can get very, very repetitive if you've played the game several times, and it's just kind of a pain in the ass to like start a new save because you have to go through all this starting screen, which takes forever. And what this does is it kind of shortens the time down to less than 2 minutes if you know what you're doing. So you just start with the usual mirrors scene, but it just goes straight to your name and rank and special stats, and then you can just sit and relax for about 60 seconds, and then you're going to be transported straight all the way out of Vault 111, and it will be cleared, and all of the items that you could have gotten in Vault 111 are going to be there for your character. So you're still going to be getting the Vault 11 gear, like the suit, the glasses, the 10mm pistol, and the baton, along with some holotapes and other stuff the mods is added in for the looks menu, plus the visual 146 survival XP that you'll be awarded. And this mod is just essentially a script that just bypasses all the other things in the game. And I think this mod is really, really helpful for content creators because I know whenever I'm trying to make videos, sometimes I have to start a new save or just a new game, and going through the entire new Fallout 4 intro is just kind of annoying sometimes just because it's the same thing every single time, and it gets kind of annoying and just takes way too long sometimes. And sometimes you just want to get straight out of the vault. But as you can see, that is how fast it actually takes for you to get all the way out, and so you can just go straight to Sanctuary after this, and it is just so quick, and it is very, very helpful. So this mod is not going to be affecting any other mods in your game, and there is no DLC required for it, which is awesome, because so it means everybody can use this mod, and I definitely recommend it, and it is going to save you a ton of time whenever you are starting a new game. Alright, so our next mod is a Settlement Radar Station mod by Athelbros, and this is going to be adding in radar stations and drone stations into your game of Fallout 4, and you may have seen this mod in my Let's Play series on my second channel. If you haven't, go check it out. It's pretty cool. It's a Never Leave Sanctuary series where we do a modded Let's Play of just never leaving Sanctuary. It's pretty cool, but let's get back to the mods. But you can find these stations by going to the defense portion and then going to turrets, and there is several different types of turrets you can actually make. There are the small radio stations all the way up to the large ones, and then for the drone stations, there's going to be all different types of drone weaponry. So there's going to be a plasma one, an energy one, all different types of weapons such as gauze and things like that you can actually use as your drones. And the more you go up, obviously the more powerful they're going to be. So how the radar station works when you actually activate it is going to activate blimps on your map that'll show you enemies that are nearby. So if you're ever getting raided, it makes it super helpful to locate and pinpoint where your enemies are, so you can make sure eliminate them before there's too much damage done to your base. As you can see, I activate mine, and you can see there's a wild dog out in the distance that I have to kill. But I feel like it's really cool. I mean, you can see all the enemies that are around your map. It kind of keeps you kind of aware of what's going on around your settlement. Now for the drones, they aren't going to be acting as a sort of UAV like the radar stations do. They're actually going to be, firing at enemies and, helping defend your settlement within their range. And it'll actually show you the range in little blimps that are like in a circle around your settlement, so you'll kind of see where at the actual range is for the drones. So these are going to be pretty much attacking any enemy that is in Fallout 4. It's not going to be targeting animals that are timid to humans, so any of the deers or anything like that, it's not going to be affecting them at all. So they're not going to show up as a blimp on your map, nor are the drones going to attack them. But if raiders or synths come and try to attack your settlement, they're definitely going to be met with the drones. I find it also cool that you can kind of set the damage on the drones and the attack interval times, which is actually pretty cool. So if you don't want to make them as OP, you can always just turn them down. But this mod is pretty much going to be compatible with every other mod you're going to be using in the game. It doesn't really affect anything else. It kind of sticks to its own little section and works there. Also, it's not going to be requiring any DLC, which is always a plus. Okay, so the final mod I'm going to be reviewing is the Raider Hanging Cloth mod by OICTOOTP. I think is how you pronounce his name. But essentially what this mod is going to be adding in is new 28 pieces of rolled and hanging cloth with some physics and other statics. Some texture changes have been made from the Children of Atom decals, and most pieces do not have any collision, so you won't have to worry about running into them. To find these, just go into your workshop mode, go to decorations, go to wall decorations, and then go to miscellaneous, and that's where you'll be able to find these, and you'll be able to use these on settlements that you're using. Most of them are used to hang from things. There's going to be a lot of different flags and streamer type things you can put in your game, which is actually pretty cool. They have to be hanging from a surface though, which sometimes can get kind of picky where they actually want to be placed, because some of them are really big, so you just gotta kind of figure out what works with you. But I still think it's kind of a cool little mod. It adds in a lot of different variety. That kind of just makes your base look like there's a lot more going on, because sometimes your base can get kind of plain because some of the decorations are just kind of repetitive. But if you place these a few around your settlement, it's gonna look pretty good and it acts like there's more variety going on, and it's just more busy than it actually is. And that's pretty much all that's going on with this mod. I know it's not really that big of one, but I still feel it adds in some variety into your game. It is going to be requiring the Far Harbor DLC, unfortunately, though, but on the bright side, it's going to be pretty much compatible with every other mod you're going to be using. But that is pretty much all the mods I have for you today, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy this new series. I'm thinking about posting this at the end of the week every single week, so on Fridays probably most of the time, you know, so I kind of want to just recap some of the mods that have came out throughout the week, and hopefully you guys did enjoy. I know it's a new series. If you have any more ideas for series, make sure to put them in the comment section. I have some ideas for some in the future. In my community section, I mentioned that I am doing a pretty big base build and it's coming in the future. I did not forget about that. It's just I'm still building it, and it just takes a long time to get all the settlers where they need to be in the settlement where I want it to be, because I just want to be completely finished with a build of this size, and I want it to be really, really good, just like the castle build. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys like, subscribe. We uploaded 3 times this week, which is actually very good for us, but make sure you like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.